Welcome back. You're watching RT. Entertaining the idea that Russia was behind the Democratic Party hack is trending in America. From Barack Obama to the media, everyone seems to be pointing the finger of blame at the Kremlin. But some professionals have weighed in on the issue and they see things very differently. A number of retired U.S. intelligence officials have signed an open letter claiming the DNC emails were in fact leaked by an insider. They say it could have been anyone from the government or the Democratic Party itself. We spoke with former CIA intelligence officer Larry Johnson, who signed the letter, and here's why. He thinks it was a leak and not a hack.
If it was a hack, there would be evidence. The NSA would actually be able to know who did it, be able to trace it from point to point. They have not been able to do that. That evidence does not exist. It has not been briefed, to our knowledge, to any member of Congress or to any member of the administration. Point number one. Point number two, Julian Assange has testified, albeit not under oath, but he has insisted that he has not received this from any agent of the Russian government or the Russian government itself. Number three, Ambassador Craig Murray has identified that he knows one of the individuals involved that did provide the material and that it was a leak, not a hack.
Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton has claimed she knows the exact reason behind Vladimir Putin's perceived direct involvement in the hacks, a personal vendetta against her.
We have to recognize that, as the latest reports made clear, Vladimir Putin himself directed the covert cyber attacks against our electoral system, against our democracy, apparently because he has a personal beef against me.
The latest installment of an explanation, an excuse for her loss, was made before a series of big donor, high roller donors who basically wasted about $1 billion on a campaign that she lost. I think the best thing for her to do is to come up with some excuse as to why she lost, and they lost the $1 billion. And if you could point to Vladimir Putin or Russia or RT or James Comey, the FBI director, because, see, there's many layers to the blame game. But nowhere in any of this has Hillary Clinton taken blame for running a lackluster campaign.
Unlike the former Democratic presidential candidate, President Obama stopped short of directly blaming his Russian counterpart for the hacks. However, when asked to show proof of whether Russia was even involved, he hinted that any evidence will probably never see the light of day.
Do you believe Vladimir Putin himself authorized the hack, and do you believe he authorized that to help Donald Trump?
I give the intelligence community the chance to gather all the information. But I'd make a larger point, which is not much happens in Russia without Vladimir Putin. But I'll be honest with you, when you're talking about cybersecurity, a lot of it is classified and we're not going to provide it.
Now, President Obama added that Moscow's perceived meddling can't weaken the U.S. because Russia, quote, is a smaller and weaker country that only produces oil and arms. Besides his somewhat shaky definition of the world's largest state as smaller, Obama's comments mark yet another twist in his rather confused narrative over the years.
Russia is isolated with its economy in tatters. Russia is a major military, the second most powerful military in the world. Russia is a regional power. Russia is an important country. It is a military superpower. They are a smaller country, they are a weaker country, their economy doesn't produce anything that anybody wants to buy except oil and gas and arms.